Okay, good morning, everyone. Just wanted to come out here and show y'all what is going on as far as my greenhouse effect. Look at this. Can y'all see that? This is my Meyer lemon tree, and she has started some blooms. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, wow. Like, so clearly it's warm enough under there. I think I mentioned over here too, we had some growth. Oh, that's new growth. I didn't notice that one. That's different. Because I noticed that this other smaller Meyer lemon had some new growth here. But this one just got some new growth. I just noticed that. That's cool. That's cool. And then look at this tomato plant. She is actually doing well. All through the summer, this Roma tomato, because I'm looking at the label. Look at that. Can you see that? The Roma tomato didn't do anything. I don't know. It's like she was at a standstill. I don't know what the problem was, but she did nothing all summer long. Nothing. So I'm glad to see that. And then this tomato plant, of course, she's doing good. She's doing good. I can't remember what kind that is. I don't remember. But if I'm growing her, I must have wanted her. So I do know that. Then, of course, the pepper plant. Look like something's been just chewing on this again. But over here, look at this. This thing didn't do anything all summer. And y'all see that? Let me zoom in. Now she decides to try to make a pepper. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Nature is just so funny to me. It's just so funny. Like, now you want to do it. But I guess the conditions are right, which is I'm not watering as much. And I have to remember that with the peppers. I don't think I'm supposed to water that much with the peppers. I have to try to remember that. I need to probably write that down. Uh, but yeah, what else? Then, of course, my Swiss chard is growing, but slowly. I took out the lettuce. The lettuce just wasn't doing anything, and every time I saw it, it was just such a disappointment. This is one I left. Maybe she'll do something, but I don't know. And at this point, I don't care. Uh, trying to do a propagation of what is that? See, that's a shame. That's a shame because I can't remember what that is that I wanted to propagate. I got the plum cutting over there. Oh, that's what it is, the plum cutting. That's why I put them next to each other, because that's the plum, and that came from the plum tree that's over here. And I don't know why I'm doing more cuttings. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. But I was like, okay, she's here. Let's do another one. So, anyway, that's what that is. Uh, okay. But yeah, I was just so shocked by that, and how that greenhouse effect is going. I think I showed y'all Mr. Potato, who decided to pop up. Probably, I can't remember. I think I used to have my old compost over here. I think I said that before in another video. But that's the only thing I can think of, because I don't see anyone just dropping potatoes around here. It's been a while since that I've lived here, and yeah, so that's the only thing I can think of. My old compost, when I first moved here, I put a compost system over here, and there was some potatoes that I didn't get, or skins or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking that is. So we'll see. And then look over here, the butternut squash that I bought from the store. When I opened it, I think I told this story already, and it was already sprouted when I opened it up. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh my word, all these seeds. I didn't want them to go to waste. I was like, I'll just put them in here, see what happens, see if I can winter sow them, and we shall see. But y'all see that? You see that? It's getting outrageous. I don't think they're gonna make it. I don't expect them to make it, but hey. Dinosaur kale. still, something's eating that. Probably the birds are biting on her. What else? Let's take a look at Miss Sweet Potato. Oh, let me give y'all an update. This is my mother's gardenia. Of course, everyone knows my mom passed away. And I put her in the ground. I was going to put her in the stump, if y'all remember that. And I was sitting down and something just said, just stick her in the ground. So I stuck her in the ground. And look at her, she's looking good. She's doing very well, and it was so easy. You know, sometimes you have to remember to take the path of least resistance. I dug into the ground, and instantly, I mean, it was just so easy to just open up the ground, stick her in there, and I put some wood chips over the dirt and everything. That was just so easy. Then I had Black Eyed Susan right there. I just put the Black Eyed Susan in there. I'm like, hopefully she'll come up. We shall see. We shall see. Looking rough, but we shall see. It looked like something's eating the leaves. Don't know what that could be. But anyway, that was the path of least resistance. Sometimes you should take the path of least resistance. Anyway, let's take a look at this. I decided to cover this up. I was like, oh, whatever. Who cares if those sweet potatoes make it or not? But then I felt like, you know what? If you can do something to help yourself out for next year, why not do that? So I just covered them. And we got down to, I think, 32. It may have been less than that. I'm not sure. But she's still here. She's still here. Can you see that? And I don't know what this stuff is that's popping up. Oh, it's interesting. But, yeah, she's still holding on. Growing some new vines, too, at that. Wow. So we shall see. I mean, I'm just excited. I just love gardening because, I don't know, it's almost like Christmas. You don't know what you're going to get. You know, sometimes you get more than what you thought you was going to get. That's why I love gardening. It's just an adventure. It's an adventure. It's crazy. These onions here, I don't know. You know, every year I try. We'll see. We see whether or not we get any onions. And then there's nothing much. The tomatoes, I think I mentioned that before. More onions in here. Then there's, I think, even a garlic in here too as well. The oregano is looking terrible. I have no idea what to do with that oregano. I might have to just stick her in the ground and let her go for it because I moved her to a different pot. She was in a bigger pot, got outrageous, moved her to a smaller one. She looked like she wants to die. I may just stick her in the ground. You know, that's just where I'm at. I'm like, look, if you're going to give me a hard time, I'm going to stick you in the ground and hopefully that'll work. More onions over here. Don't know what this is that's popping up. Don't know what that is. I'm going to leave it and we shall see. That's all I'll say. We shall see. What else? The brassicas are doing pretty good. I actually put some more broccoli in here and something's biting it. Maybe the birds that's biting it. So, and I don't know what that green thing is. I'm gonna have to look at the plant ID and find out what that is. But over here are the brassicas. They're looking pretty good. Mr. Spiderweb. I'm trying not to get in Mr. Spiderweb. Those are the brassicas. I pulled some out. The ones that had powdery mildew, I took them out. Google said to take them out. And so I was like, okay, fine. It's just not that serious. So I didn't take them all out, but I took most of them out. And then I still have some over there that they have powdery mildew. And I was like, wow, okay. Don't know, because those have been there for a while. And the only thing I could think of is that what I did with those was I took off some leaves. in hopes that maybe it will correct itself. But I don't know. I don't know. But I'm like, look, if I have to yank you, I'll yank you. Then that's just the way it is. The dinosaur kale, and I need to use her some more too because I keep saying I want to saute her. What was that? The wind. Uh, I want to saute her because she's so good with onions and so I need to put that on my plan maybe this Sunday. Got some new growth over here. That's good to see. I noticed that the broccoli. Like people have been saying that their broccoli's coming in. I have nothing yet on my broccoli. Nothing. We'll see. I don't know. I'm like, look, whatever. I can eat the leaves, and best believe I do eat the leaves. Okay, and then of course this lettuce is bolting over here. It's been so warm. So I'm like, look, if you want to bolt, make some seeds, drop them. That's fine. I don't care. Don't care. What is this? Something digging over here. Down there. Gee whiz. Every time I come in this yard, yep, look at that. Probably deer over here. Something big. Something big has been over here. Yep, something big. That's how I know that. That's why I cover them up, and then that helps me to know that they've been here. And I can only do so much. I can't do everything. Uh, dug out some of these broccolis. That's so funny because I had a lot of broccoli. Like I think I mentioned, the broccoli that's over at the school garden plus the broccoli that's here. But I took out a lot of the ones that had the powdery mildew. But I didn't want to get outrageous because I know that they say they need to photosynthesize. Um, so yeah, and you know what? Now that I'm thinking, this was my first thought. I've never had powdery mildew. Not until I got those broccoli from the local feed and seed. And I'm not saying that, they don't take care of this stuff, but I'm just saying I never had this problem until I went to that local feed and seed store and I got their broccoli. So that's something to think about because a lot of this stuff looked, I don't know, just looked kind of funky. And I think a lot of times you should go with your guts. And instead of, oh, I really want this, but your instinct is saying, that looks funky. I should probably let that go. So live and learn, live and learn. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I've never had it. Never. In 7 years, never had powdery mildew. And now I have it. Put the potatoes in here, and there's parsnips. I don't know what's going to happen with this bed, to be honest. I put the 2 potatoes. I had some potatoes that I got from my local farmer's market. They started sprouting. So I was like, okay, good, cool. I put them in there because the parsnips never showed any signs of coming up. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think overall, I just wanted to show y'all what was going on with my greenhouse effect because I just love it. I just love it. I love seeing that I don't have to have a greenhouse in order to overwinter my stuff. And as long as I can keep this going, I think this is the way to go for me because it's already here and it's not taking up any extra space or anything. There's nothing in these beds right now. And all the things that are in the pots, I can easily transfer into these containers if that's what I want to do. So I like this. I really do. I just think it's so easy. It's so convenient. And right now, as it's still warm out, I do let it get, lift it up so we can get some air. So they can get some air. And because I have to water them. Today is their feeding day. And so that's why I wanted to lift it up and make sure they get dried out, good enough. But anyway, I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to be. I'm just so ecstatic with how this is going. And I think that's it. And I will talk to all of you soon. Peace and love, my friends. Peace and love. Bye.